And here in this area, if you are out playing softball or anything like that, make sure you have your water as it's warming up today. But before you get into that, a beautiful viewer photo, Hannah.
Yeah, if you're going to go outside today, like Latrice was saying, you might have to start taking those heat safety precautions just because, it's going to get really steamy. Now, if anything else goes wrong, I'm blaming my clicker on this. Hopefully we won't have any more issues going forward for the rest of this forecast. But here's another sunset photo from yesterday. I mean, look at those colors. And this was from last night. So if you didn't get a chance to see the super moon, the moon said, you know what, I'm going to give you a couple more chances just to see how gorgeous I am. So we've been getting a lot of these full moon, well, not completely full moon anymore, but we've been seeing a lot of these moon pictures over the last couple of days, and it's been absolutely gorgeous. Now, all right, I wasn't able to show you all of this because I kind of moved a little fast earlier on, but we've got a couple areas that we're monitoring. We have these 20 and 30% chances of tropical development over the next 7 days, which really are going to remain in the Atlantic, and if anything, will just maybe bother the fish. Now, there is an area here in the Caribbean which has a 40% chance of development. If it does, we could see it start to move into the Gulf of Mexico. Just letting you know that we are monitoring this. This is still very far ways out, so it could go a lot of ways, but just wanted to kind of just put that in your mind right there. Heading on back to home where we are staying very dry. There's just that cloud coverage in our area. We could see a couple of spotty showers here and there, but overall, really this is all we're going to get for today and into the next few days. We're going to continue to dry up as we go into the next week. So temperatures right now already climbing to 81 degrees in Chattanooga. Yesterday, we were staying in the 70s for quite some time, so we're already a big jump from what we were yesterday. An allergy forecast. Pollen is still high, mold also not looking too great. So those are the two that are just kind of higher up there. And high temperatures, again, expected to reach nearly 90 all across the board. And then our next 7 days of stay above the average. We have our first day of fall on Sunday. But I also wanted to show you that temperature trends, this is an updated version real quick, that we were kind of all in the above the average. But now we're just kind of like leaning above, and then the farther you go into this gray over here, that's more near normal temperatures. And then in regards to precipitation, over the next 6 to 10 days out, we're starting to see a little bit of that green. So, leaning, we'll just have to see what happens. I don't want to jump the gun too much, but I think it's good that we're starting to see a little bit of that green come up for us. We're going to see some cooler mornings over the next 7 days. So we'll stay in the upper 60s. So at least it'll feel comfortable as we hit our mornings and in the evenings. And on your muggy meter, that's the one thing that's not going to feel so comfortable. We're going to stay humid all the way in from today into the weekend, all the way into next week. So you're going to feel that on top of the heat that we're staying, which is, so much above the average. Heading into tonight, we'll have a low temperature of 66 degrees, should remain pleasant and clear with a slight not gusty, we'll have a slight breeze of about 4 miles per hour. Heading into your tomorrow, temperatures, getting up into 92 degrees. It's going to be warm and muggy, so it might feel a little bit warmer than that, but overall than that, it's going to be hot. You get your last taste of summer. I know a lot of the pools are closed, but that's pool weather for me right there. So we're going to stay hot all the way into the weekend. First day of fall, climbing up to 94 degrees. And then we start to see some rain chances trickle into our forecast. Low chances, but they're still there next week. Taking it back to you, Latrice.
Okay, thank you there, Hannah.